Keep up as I broke down the amphibians that take care of Western Australia. I apologize. Sometimes the science in me, the Bill Nye the Science Guy, really comes out. But we've got an incredible match for you.
We do.
Let's go through the teams here. Matt, take us through team number one.
Yeah, we're going to start with Prophecy. Obviously, we've seen their run through loser bracket. Bose, formerly of Optic Gaming last year at Champs, formerly of Optic Nation, pre-Champs, ends up on this Prophecy team playing phenomenal after leaving that Optic Nation squad. Mochilla, we touched on him a little bit. S&D player, very good in Call of Duty Ghosts. I was a bit worried how he was going to transition over to Advanced Warfare.
He played like a 1.5 sensitivity.
Right.
He played so slow, but it's transitioned well.
Yeah, no, he's come over very well. Classic, I'm going to be looking out for him. Really step it up in the slugging department for this Prophecy lineup. First event I saw him was the Columbus Open last year for Ghosts. He played absolutely out of his mind. And then Ricky, got a nice haircut now?
Yeah, I miss the bowl cut, I do.
I do a little bit as well, but Ricky, one of the most consistent players in Call of Duty, always making great plays around the flag. CTF going to be looking at Ricky, really going to change the game. He's had some great runs at this event and then online in tournaments. And this Prof team, not really a superstar slayer, nobody that's going to take over games, but this roster, it's built quite nicely, at least in my opinion, maybe. I think Classic, he's going to be the player, though, that needs to go off consistently in respawn game modes. Going to looking for him to get tons of the kills for this Prof lineup.
You see Bose there, all smiles. But now we've seen our team for the United States. Let's hop over to all our Australians. We're going to have Fida there. Take a look at these guys. Last year, it was all them surprising in S&D, just rolling all of the North American squads. They've been getting it done at the respawns as well. Matt, tell me about this squad.
Right, it's different this year. Fida, considered one of the best players in Australia. Buzzo, another player, we've seen him at past COD champs, but I know Fida and Dents, these are the two players you're going to be looking at. Shocks caught some of his big plays over against TK in that Game 5. It was a drift win for Mindfreak to put him in here. And then Dent, he's the player a lot of the Australian casts, Bioacid and in Maniac has been telling me he is the best player from Australia. Going to be looking at him and Fida to really go off in those respawn game modes for this team. I think Prof I'll probably favor in the S&Ds. Prof a very strong S&D squad, but I think Mindfreak can definitely slay with Prof and respawn game modes. Going to be looking at Mindfreak to have the advantage in those.
Yeah, my eyes are going to be on Bose from Prophecy for this series. Reason being, number one, I have him on my COD Fantasy team. Number two, it comes down to the fact that he is one of those players that, for me, is very up and down at times. You either see him putting up great numbers or just seeming kind of out of sorts, just having those double negative games where you don't expect it from him. But we are getting loaded in. Let's take a look at those numbers. What do you see from that 68 to 32?
Yeah, I'll use the hashtag Prophecy, hashtag Mindfreak, and the hashtag CODChampsLive. Vote for who you think is going to win that. We'll be checking up with that throughout the match. First game is going to be a Detroit hardpoint. You see Shocks throw 1.25 hardpoint KD as well as 10 caps per game in group play. That is absolutely outstanding. Mindfreak in the pool with Envy. Casted that match. Envy was able to win it, but that was the best we saw Envy look all weekend. Yeah, it was 3-0.
All right, we are going to get hopped in here. We're going to kick it off with the Australians. You were talking about Dens. Let's start off with them, see what numbers he can put up. Shocks will be another guy to watch out for, as you saw there. In that matchup, he is putting up incredible numbers in hardpoints, especially with those captures tagged to it.
And it'll be interesting. I'll love to jump on with Fida at some point during the game. Plays at a very fast pace. Going to be looking at him to make some plays. Looks like some of the guys on Prof not spawned in yet. We can see what's going to go on with them. But talk about this Mindfreak team a little bit. I think it's going to be Fida. He's going to have to come out with some big plays here against Prophecy to really lead them to that victory. I think Mindfreak, they probably expect to win the respawns. The S&Ds.
Mochilla's in a 1v4. His teammates haven't spawned in, and he's here trying to play a head glitch. Like he's holding this off. He's holding off the rush.
Yeah, he held off that rush from.
Yeah, we're down 16-0 though. So
yeah, but
able to really hold it off.
Predictions for the series, Maeve. Who do you like to go up against FaZe Red? FaZe Red.
In my heart of hearts,
FaZe Red looking really good.
I want to say Prophecy, but I told you I've now become Mindfreak's #1 North American fan. I'm taking Mindfreak in a 3-1 victory over Prophecy.
You see the Twitter poll?
Oh, look at that. See,
the people believe you, Maeve.
The wisdom that comes out of me sometimes shocks myself. See, they have Shocks on their team. It's tying it all together. Full circle. It's called synergy, Matt.
Yep, everything I think you said shocks a lot of people out. I'm going to say Mindfreak as well. It's actually quite shocking. I'm going to agree with you here.
Well, that's rare.
I'm going to say Mindfreak, they have a pretty nice advantage in the respawn game modes. And then also, coming fresh off that series win versus TK, they got to be feeling confident. They're shooting hot, evidently. Beat TK. TK, one of the stronger teams coming into this event. I expect Mindfreak really be able to take advantage of that momentum and then force that game versus FaZe Red. But with the way FaZe Red's playing, Maeve, do you think anyone has a chance, either of these teams to come out and really shock them?
I said as soon as this team formed, if we get the aches that we usually see at champs, this will be the team to beat.
Well, that was really the whole thing about it.
Yeah.
It's whether he was going to show up or
And
not.
is he, aches of last year?
No.
No, he's not. But is he doing enough? Is he winning those clutch 1v1s? Is he going on those 6 streaks when they need to? That final hill, have the big plays? Yes, the man has ice in his veins. He's been here more than anyone else when it comes to finals. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to win.
No, I love around this time at champs, when we start to get down to, 4 or 5 teams left, and we do some of those, the live camps, the live feeds, looking in the booth, and you see some of the facial expressions on the players. I mean, you can see just the emotion out of them and the nerves really setting in. It's great to see. I mean, I remember watching the Black Ops 2 finals. Every kill in that, game 11, you saw, Parasite really freaking out in those S&Ds. Going to be looking when we go to Search and Destroy, see how these players handle the pressure. And we're going to get this one started underway. Going to stick things off with Dents, as we originally planned to last time. And, like I said, Bioacid and Maniac really big on Dents. Said he's the best player in all of Australia. Going to be looking for him to have a big series here against Prof.
Our Classic is going to be the one holding down this hill with the ASM1 off the break. One's going to jump in. Shots in. Another one comes in. Going to fall. But able to get, 9 points up here, 10, racking them in. This hill, tell me about it. How do you try to play this? Because mentally it's one to hold for long periods of time.
This is a hill that you kind of just, you toss up time. There's really nobody going to take tons of time on this one. You really want to set yourself up for those preferred spawns for that second hill over in green.
So when do you start worrying about the rotation? How much time left in it?
No, honestly, in the second half, it's going to depend on score. Right now, I mean, if you are a Mindfreak, you can start rotating here with this 10 seconds left. You see they're going to spawn over in that back alley. Dents, he's going to need to get that furthest cut, and I'm not a fan of this play. He's going to go back, challenge that hill.
He wants those final 2 seconds, apparently.
Right, but I'd rather
those captures, Matt.
I'd rather have the next 20 seconds, those last 2, because now Prophecy, you see they're set up already for this green hardpoint, and they're going to be able to hold this, for 15, 20 seconds. And you see Ricky, he's going to be in the hill.
Play, right?
Yeah, right. That was a very interesting play. Ricky, he's going to be in the hill. He's going to try and pick up some kills, but Mindfreak able to break that. And you see the slaying power that's capable from these players. Dens leading the way for them thus far, and then Fida also putting up that 5 and 6. I would compare Fida to an attached type player where you're going to see him have tons of engagements on the map.
All right, well, right now he's already got 12 to his name, leading the way for all players outside of Imbos when it comes to those engagements. So great call there. We'll see if that continues throughout. Dents here starting to rack up time. They were down a little bit earlier, but they are fighting back in. Speaking of fighting, we are on with Fida. He's got an engagement there. Will at least pick up the assist as the rest of the squad starting to flood in here. But we've got 10 seconds left. Tell me what you'd like to see in the rotation here, Matt.
So what you're going to see is you're going to see Mindfreak. They're going to start to rotate over towards this garage hardpoint, and it's going to be the player in the back, Dents. This is going to be the power position on this hardpoint to hold down. You can control that glass area, keep spawning your team in the back. It's very easy to flood through that ramp and then able to hold down tons of time. This is the hill that you want to take most of the time on. The rest of them, I would say, the next one, the yellow building, I think that's one that you can hold a ton of time on as well. But this garage hardpoint, really the one you want to lock down.
All right, well, Fida and crew trying to break in here. He's got one top left steps. His teammate will clean that up, gets the assist, shooting his teammate in the back a little bit, but will hold off there. They've got control now. They're able to break it, mounting a little bit of a comeback. They haven't trailed by much, but we should have another lead change. I think that's 3rd already early on here. Back to Dents, he's going to drop. That's going to be 3 down. You've got 3 in the hill right now for Prophecy. Let's see if they can do a better job locking it down.
Yeah, Prof, we're going to be on with Classic right now. He's going to be working down the stairs. He's actually going to retreat back up top, trying to get one player. Doesn't know where he is. He's going to try and put some shots down on that ramp.
He shot everything but the player.
Yeah, it's a difficult spot to actually fight out of. 4 seconds left in this hill. It's actually going to be Mindfreak controlling the next one. So after not rotating to the second one, they rotate early to the next 2. Let's see if they can actually hold that. Though, they could have taken more time, I thought, on the garage. Got broken pretty easily by Prof, and you see now Prophecy able to break straight through the front of this hard point, and it looks like they're going to be able to hold this for a pretty nice amount of time. As you see the kill feed going all in Prophecy's favor.
Ricky 13 and 6, 3 caps on a 4 streak. Can he make it? 5 shots coming in, the 5 streak. Can he make it? 6. Ricky heating up right now. Mr. Bull cut on fire.
Yeah, Ricky, he's going to have one player challenging from the window, and he's going to get the call from his team. They're going to be attacking from the front, going to be taken out by Dens. You see Dens picking up a big 2-piece to break the hill for Mindfreak, but still, players just flooding in so fast for Prop that Mindfreak not able to get any kind of time on this, and Ricky going absolutely huge for Prophecy.
Both of those. The ASM1 collateral, but able to at least tag when it gets the assist, gets a kill. Classic diving in as well. Imbos with the 3-piece in the hill, locking it up. 30-point advantage right now for Prophecy. Let's see if they can keep it going, as Ricky will get the garbage time, but let's go to the next hill, which is going to be inside the school. We'll jump on with Shocks.
And we see Mindfreak rotating early every time. They're just not able to hold these hills. And, if they can get some kills going in their way in the second half, keep it in, a 15 to 20-point game, maybe trim this lead down a little bit going back to that second rotation, they can start to heat up a little bit in the second half. Can definitely see Mindfreak coming back, taking this one.
All right, so Bose in this back left corner. He's got eyes on the street. It's a tough gun to win those, as they are just a bit out of range of the comfort of that ASM1. He's going to back away weak. Nice positioning there as he picks up one as he runs by. Pre-fires the window, dives back around, not able to get him. Achilla's still in the hill, but he's going to fall as well. Switching on to Classic, tags up one, has a second, pushing from the other side. Nice headshot, gets the assist as well. Hits his teammate a bit, but able to pick up yet another one. Classic with the 2-piece and assist in the hill, lead up to 60.
Classic, when he gets hot, he's fun to watch. A little bit inconsistent. Some games, he'll have monster numbers.
I feel like it's by event for him. Like one event, I feel like we're talking about him constantly. He's putting up these huge numbers, and then the next event, he's like, I'm gonna chill this one. I'll step it up next weekend.
Right, but he's been playing very well at this event. But Ricky, really the story for Prof here in the first rotation of hills. 23 and 11. We've seen him do it with the bow. We've seen him do it with the ASM1.
I'm gonna go with
Ricky can do everything in this game. And Ricky, primarily an AR player in past CODs, coming over, changing his game completely here in Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, I mean, the AR role in this game, is it similar to previous titles? Yes, I guess, but not really, just because it plays so much faster. You have similar responsibilities, but you've had a lot of AR players that had to shift over to a sub, because there aren't those maps. In previous titles, you'd have a map where sometimes like 2 or 3 ARs would work. Very rarely do you see people running around the map with like 3
A map like
valves.
Detroit, I would definitely say 1 AR and then 3 SMGs, probably the way to go.
That's how it is for most maps.
Yeah, I would say, with the new meta, I think you can run 2 ARs on a lot of the maps, to be quite honest with you, but we're seeing a lot of great SMG gameplay. The AR in this game really want to open up those lanes for the submachine gun players to push out. We see yet again Mindfreak doing a very nice job of rotating it. They can pick up some kills. They can start to mount this comeback. You see Fight 8, this is a great spot up on top of the railing. Classic did not see him coming, going to be in that position, and now
he's got his teammate up there, Fiddler on the roof in the corner, just trying to stay alive. That's going to be dense. I don't think anyone's going to pick him out here. Machilla will be first, and you see the pre-fire coming in. He's going to have an easy one there. One came in the back, though, as well, so he will drop. Bo's now going to be the man in the hill. He's 20 and 23, 4 caps to his name. Dodging and diving, he is going to end up falling. Shock's going to be in here to pick it up for Mindfreak.
And Mindfreak's making the comeback here. They're starting to get the kill feed to go in their favor, and that's what I was talking about before. They were doing a nice job rotating the hills, just weren't winning those engagements. The engagements starting to go their way, and you can see they're inching back in this game. Personally, Maven, if I am Mindfreak, I think I give up on this hill right now, and I go straight towards Garage. It's going to be interesting to see where these players towards the middle of the map are going to go. And we're going to see Ricky. He's going to have a big battle versus Fida. Fida able to cut him off, and Fida has another big battle. He's going to lose that one, but it's going to be Dent. First one over to that Garage hardpoint. He's going to need to go big for Mindfreak.
And he's watching this low ramp. He has one outside backside Garage. I might have played that a little bit safer, though, but he tried to push it out, tried to influence that spawn. Shock's going to drop as well. Fida also dropping 2 right now on the side of Prophecy are going to be in the hill. You saw Classic with a 2-piece. Moch picks up 1 as well. We'll see what Ricky can get done. He's been the lead slayer throughout. There's another one to tag up. Ricky playing excellent. 31 and 20 on a 2 streak with the 6 cap to his name as well. 2:30 left on the clock. 50-point advantage right now in the favor of Prophecy.
And what I love about this Prophecy team is, they get everything done by committee. There's not one player who's going to, put up crazy numbers. Maybe Classic on an occasion game, he goes huge in a hard point or, in a CTF and puts up crazy numbers. But otherwise, this team, they'll get by with Ricky playing well, and then the rest of the players, they trade so efficiently. We see the baiting and switching coming out of Prophecy. Just such great teamwork and team play out of them.
All right, we'll see Machilla and crew as they're trying to get set up for the incoming rotation. Going to get inside of green. Shots coming in. He's going to lose that gunfight. That was Fida with a big 2-piece because the early rotation was in the side of Prophecy, but able to get 3. Gets 4. Can he get the 5th there? It was actually an assist, but still an incredible job because the early rotate, like I said, went to Prophecy, but those were big, big gunfights for Fida.
Huge gunfights for Fida right there, but it's going to be up to Dent. He's going to try and break through the front. Ricky and Bose in the hill, able to lock it down for Prof. And Ricky, he's in a power position. You can get to that window and just crouch down and watch that alleyway. You can rack up tons of kills from that position. Bose. He's going to be watching that door with Mochilla, and they have a great crossfire set up. And I saw the great teamwork right there out of Prophecy. I was talking about it before. You see it in effect right there with Bose and Mochilla.
Well, with what, a 45-point advantage, 70 on the clock, it's going to come down to this final hill, but you're almost going to need, what, a full 60, basically, by time this is said and done. Yeah, 50-point advantage. So you're going to need to control this entire hill. This is going to be really tough for Mindfreak.
It's going to be very difficult for Mindfreak. They're going to have to win these battles at that school hardpoint before it pops up, and then they're going to have to push out pretty far. And as I say that, they get 3 gunfights to go in their favor. This is going to be huge. Dense, he's going to take out Mochilla. He's got 2 other players attacking.
Both of those guys, oh my.
Yeah, then it would have started to come down, but it's still going to be Mindfreak controlling this hill. Prophecy cannot break in. It's important that Mindfreak push out of the hill, though. Can't watch it from too close.
Look at the time left, though.
You're going to get contestants from Prop.
Yeah, all they need to do is contest at this point, and if they just get a couple more seconds, 30 left, 34, that's it.
Oh, that's a fantastic play right there by Classic. The movement just absolutely insane out of him. Mochilla and Ricky in the kill feed for Prophecy. This first map looks like it's going to go in favor of Prop.
Yep, they have taken map number 1, and I know it's not all about slang, but actually, you know, what I love to see is you got a really balanced effort. All 4 players, really all 8 players in the game above 30 kills. Ricky, though, leading the way at 38 and 31. He had the 9 caps to go with it as well, playing very aggressive. You know, his defensive kills on the stat sheet might not show up, but how many big 2 and 3 pieces did we see him get, like, right around that hill?
Right, and I believe Ricky, the only one to go positive for this Prophecy team. And they come out and win that first hard point.
Yeah, Boach -1, -7 for Classic, and -3 for Bose.
They're just able to trade those kills effectively, and, you know, they're getting all of those kills in the hill.
So they get a pretty big win. They got outslayed by, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah.
So that's one of the, for the most part, we've seen, I think, what would you say, day 1, group stage was like 95% of the teams that outslayed, 93%. Right here, one of the outliers is we see Prophecy able to take game number 1. Up next, though, S&D. We are going to go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Tweet the stream. We'll be right back.